All right, this is Ubaid on behalf of V Electronics, and in this video we'll be talking about dynamic comparative advantage. All right, so this is dynamic comparative advantage. Now, when it comes to dynamic comparative advantage, okay, this has to do with the concept that firms, okay, do not profit or gain from intrapersonal trade, okay, which has to do with um, okay, intra-industry trade rather, which has to do with trading in the same industry rather than trading different products. So let's say if you're trading consumer electronics, okay, you are still gaining from that trade. You're still making profit from that trade. The reason why you're making profit from that trade has nothing to do with the general level of education or skills or human capital, nor does it have anything to do with the geography or the climate of that country. Okay, when it comes to dynamic comparative advantage. Okay, rather, dynamic comparative advantage does suggest that if you gain from intra-country or intra-industry trade, rather, okay, you profit from that trade because of the learning process that comes with it, that tags along with it. Okay, so when it comes to the learning process, you're talking about learning about the economy, you're learning about the specialized products, okay, products that are in demand. So we're talking about demand and supply. Okay, and we're talking about economies of scale. Okay, so that has to do with how to lower down your cost of production when it comes to investing in the right capital assets, such as equipment, um, okay, building, okay, machine, gadgets, tools, so on and so forth. So dynamic comparative advantage has to do with okay, capital investments. So you have capital investments, learning process that comes from trade of specialized products. Okay, so this is learning process. Okay, from the trade of specialized products. All right, so this is basically trying to profit from intra-industry trade, which has to do with trading or importing and exporting. Okay, let's say, for example, consumer electronics or vehicles or auto, okay, or cars in general. Okay, so when you trade, you're trading within the same industry and you profit from that trade because of the right capital investments, leading to economies of scale where the cost of production goes down as you produce more, as well as the learning process from the trade of specialized products. So you're learning about the demand and supply of products, specialized products. You're learning about the um, demand and supply of raw materials and commodities, for example, so on and so forth.